Hello everybody and welcome to a review of No Man's Sky. So the first thing to get out of there, I hear a lot of people say, well, how can somebody review No Man's Sky? It's they got like 4 hours into it and they're already reviewing it. Like, this game has a ton of planets. So what you need to do is you need to play 50 hours to review it. So I'm going to be honest and going to be quick about it. I do not think that. This is a game where you can see most of the gameplay in around 2 to 4 hours. At that mark I was seeing the same shit over and over and over again. And I'm going to be honest, I got around 15 hours in No Man's Sky. And I do like it as a game. But it is also a thing, I can play a lot of repetitive shit and not get bored by it. And this game is repetitive as hell. Everything that you do is repetitive. The planets are repetitive. And you might be like, are they really repetitive? I thought they looked very different. No, the planets are really repetitive. Yes, they look different in some ways, but a lot of things are the same. And I will get out of that very quickly. In the planets we have something that is a pretty important thing to keep in mind, but I will quickly talk about it. You have something like these exclamation marks. This is a mark like you see, and you're wondering, well, what are these things? So these are sort of tiny little objectives in the map. That's how I basically would describe them. These are little places where you can, like you see, save the game. Sometimes it's an outpost, sometimes it's like a pop pod where you can upgrade your exosuit, so basically your inventory. All these things are there, so there is a reason to go to them. But all of them, and I mean that, all of them look the same. They look the same, there are very little differences, and after playing a good amount of the game, I've really seen that every one of them looks and really functions the same. First off, I have to be honest with you, the planets are pretty dead. Yes, you see things like animals, but there's not a lot of other life forms in terms of you do meet like other NPCs in like some bases, a very slim chance, but you don't really see a lot of things happening. You don't see other people, mining or digging, something like that. You don't see like an outpost. When you see somebody in an outpost, an NPC, what you basically get is when you see that they are there and they sit there and do nothing. They don't move around, they just sit there 24/7. I think that is very lazy design, especially in a day where in games things move a ton. You get people that feel alive. In this game they don't. So there's first of all a lot of things about the multiplayer. It's the multiplayer and everything. I do not think it's multiplayer. I think the idea was that they did want multiplayer in the game, but I think there was, for some reason, I think they couldn't do it. Like, I don't know why, but that is what I think of it. And you see here, there's an animal attacking me, and you see how I fight him. So you see how good the AI is. You see, it flies off in the distance. Yeah. The AI is not great in this game, and it's just not challenging. Like you see, I hit him, he didn't even come at me. I just had to hold down the mouse button, and that's what you're going to do a lot in this game. First off, port wise. So some people are probably wondering, what port, what do you think of the port? The port is really bad. The option menu is limited. I will show it to you. I do not have everything at the max, but it's limited. The field of view is pretty low. Like, I can set it a bit higher, but it doesn't feel like 90 in say a other game. It feels lower. And also, and this might be a weird thing, but it's just that the mouse feels weird. Like it's like there is mouse acceleration, and there probably is. The game performs, not that great. For me, I got 40 FPS at the moment. The view distance is okay, I guess, but when it doesn't like change. Like, you can see nothing in detail there, and it has like a bit of a blurry look. This whole game, it looks like it's like 720p, upscaled to 180p. That's how it looks to me. Everything looks blurry. The textures are really low, like you see here. Like, look how low it is. Like, it's just, it's really bad. Like, oh my god, it's really bad. And they could have, did it in a better way, in my opinion. They absolutely could, but at the moment it just doesn't look that great. And while I think I like some of the planets, some planets look fucking ugly, some animals look ugly. Like I had some cool animals, but some ugly ones because the animals are made into, like, these are basically parts. They basically, you know, choose like a head from, you know, this animal, and then like a leg from this animal, and then like a tail from this animal, and that's how they combine it. So you get like a sort of lion animal with a fish head or something like that. It just doesn't look, some look pretty cool, but a lot of them just look fucking hilarious and just really bad. So a lot of time in this game you're going to be exploring. So there is my ship, you can see it on the marker. I will fly a bit, but the flying in this game isn't good. This game is afraid to give you control, so basically you can't crash your ship because it keeps adjusting. I did, you know, damage my ship. I even got stuck one time in a rock, meaning that I died, but there's not a lot of it in it. The ship flying is very simplistic. You can't even land the ship yourself, you just hold down E and it will land itself. And you might be like, well, you got a lot of these cool things. Look, the planets look cool. This is a planet that I personally like the look of. You see this thing, like the mushrooms? They are in other planets. I've seen them in the water, I've seen them in a lot of places. Like these things, I've seen them in the water. Basically, it combines a lot of things from other planets, but it doesn't make the planets look that unique. It gives them this, the game tries to give you this feeling that there's unlimited differences, but a lot of planets look similar. And with just a few minor differences, but not enough differences. And this also goes with the animals. Yes, the animals look different, but it's nothing that you can really do. You can feed them and some of them attack you. That's it. They don't, and the attacks are boring, they just rush you. They don't, I've not seen any animal, you know, shoot at you or, you know, do anything cool. So you see this little, you know, another sort of outpost. So these houses, well, I think they were good, yeah. They were always the same, with just a bit different interior. And every planet I've seen these ones, just the complete same. And there's a lot of times with beacon, you can do it to find other things, but you need to craft a ship, a bypass ship. So here we got, you know, this thing. I already know what I can interact with. I can interact with this. This will increase my standing, like you see. I can interact with this to unlock new technologies, and that's it. There's nothing more to do, and you just walk in there and go out. You see these things? These are sentinels. You can actually attack them, and they will, you know, battle you. But combat is boring because you just hold down the mouse button, and you can craft a gun. But there's no reason to craft a gun. I do not die in combat. It's too easy because I got a grenade launcher. And I will show you. So let's hit him. Right, you see he looks at me, and there he is gone. It's really easy. The grenade launcher is basically infinite. Well, it's not infinite. You do need to, you know, restore it. But you see, this is very little damage, right? And you see, it's pretty boring. Yeah, that is the extent of the combat on foot. And you see, they drop sometimes for blueprints, but I have played 15 hours and this is what I get most of the time. Already known, that is not rewarding. That is not rewarding at all. I do not want the blueprint 2 times. I want them to have a ton of blueprints, but sadly it's not. So I will talk about the crafting system in a while as well. There is a bit of crafting. There's no like placing blocks or building houses or no massive structures on planet. Basically you go in a planet, you loot its resources, you search around for these markers on the way. You know, you scan a bit, you can scan to find resources. You fly away, sell your loot, do it again, do it again, do it again, until you get enough credits, because there is money in this game. Until you have enough credits to buy a bigger ship and a bigger inventory, and that all costs credits. So it all comes down to selling items to get money, because ships, you can find stranded ships, but you can also buy ships. I found 2 stranded ships, but the inventory was bad and you need to repair them. It's just boring. Like, this ship that I have is pretty expensive and it's only 25 slots. Like, it fills up quick. You start out with a very small inventory. I think it's 15 slots, but I'm not sure on it anymore. It's very slow and you need to pay every time to upgrade it. I personally think the game should start with 25 slots, because right now the slots that I have is pretty decent. And the starting ship I did use, the pre-order ship, was a cool ship in my opinion. But you buy a new ship, your old one is gone. You buy a new multi-tool, your old one is gone. Why can you not have more? Why can I not have like a big ship with smaller ships in it? So like maybe a big late game thing, like I buy a ship for 10 million where I can, you know, store like 4 ships in it. And you know, I can store these tools also maybe in the ship. Why does it need to go away? My older ship, the pre-order ship, in my opinion, looked really cool. It was more like a fighter ship. Like this is a storage ship in my opinion. But you can't. It just sells it automatically. So we can go into the ship. We have to be careful because sometimes when you go into the ship, the FPS drops to 8 and it stays at 8. You have to restart the game. It feels like a memory leak. I don't know why. But here we are in the ship. So we can, you know, you have to do a bit of fueling. So my phase beam, as an example, you know, so needs energy. So I need to find isotope. So that's very easy. You see the red flower in front of me. That gives us a resource. And let's actually get out of it just to show it. You see here, it gives it stanium 9. All these flowers always give you that. The crystal layer always gives plutonium. It's always the same. Rocks give iron. These things give carbon. Well, if you shoot at them, just see carbon. And this is probably gold or some, you know, more expensive resource. And that's the extent of it. There's also no ship customization though, so my ship will always look like this. I can't color it or anything. So you want to get off the place. How do you do that? Well, it says it. Just hold V to take off. Or W, V, what the fuck am I saying? And you can fly around. And yes, you can, you know, get a bit more speed. But you might be like, this thing, I'm not even touching my mouse. It will automatically control the height. You can indeed fly up and down, but I can't go down more down than this. Like, you see? I can't crash into this. Because it will automatically heighten the ship. And you see a lot of lag? Yeah. It freezes a lot when you fly on the planet. So I can use the pulse engine to get out of the planet. So right now, I can look around and you see I'm off the planet. I can also fly over it slowly, but this is just a fast way to get around. One thing that I like a lot is that when you do get in space, you can shoot these rocks, and these will actually give you resources like fuel. That is very nice because it means you will not get stranded in the system. You also have your hyperdrive. You need to fuel it, and you need to craft warp cells, and your hyperdrive is needed to go to another star system. So here I am at the moment, but I have a waypoint, and here I need to go to if I need to go to for my sort of objective. There's like a very small mission. There's a small tutorial that explains you some shit, but not everything. So I need to go there, but I need to fuel it. But right now I'm exploring my place. So you see, there are 6 planets. You know, I discovered it. I can name it. I didn't do it, but I can. So that is what there is. I'm here. You cannot, I think, travel to other planets just by flying. Other star systems, but you can do to planets. So here's the planet what I was. You see, like there is a planet that I've not seen. Actually, fly around. The flying works okay. It just doesn't feel good, and it feels like it takes control away from you. Like right now, I'm not even holding the mouse, and I will just spin around. It feels weird. So there's this space station. They always look the same from the inside, so not a lot of variety there. Also wish there was like a third person option just to see the planets easier. So here's a planet. I can actually look in there. You can see the planets that I discovered. And there's a part, you know, if you can earn credits by doing this. And this planet that I was before, no, yeah, you see, I can, you know, I can name them if I want, and I can, you know, I found all the animals. You can see them and see information, what is cool, and if you find all of them, you get a lot of cash. So here you see, I think, yeah, this is the water planet. You see, there's a fish, but you can see, oh, there's a rock, but you can see all these things. Look, come on, that looks really weird. And many people compare it to Spore, and it reminds me of Spore in that way as well. Although I did like Spore, I think it just makes it weird. I personally would rather have, you know, when I heard about like the variety of them, I thought it was going to be in a different way. So right there you see, arrive in 1 day, and we can indeed speed up our plane, but you see it's going to take very long. strong, even at maximum speed, but isn't that fast. But I think you can upgrade it, but I'm not sure. A lot of this game is you can upgrade, you know, things on your ship. You see, this is something that I added. You can upgrade this, but a lot of this game is you know, exploring to find blueprints. So I'm not sure if you can, but I hope you can. And you see, it takes 12 minutes. I can also do this, but I don't think there's any reason. You can also battle in space, but it's just holding the button down. It's okay. It's more fun than normal. Than the normal mode, but it is a weird thing. Like, it says that, oh shit. So there are actually pirates. So fly away, because I do not want to get in combat. I do not like the combat. So let's go to the space station. Like you see, with the hyperdrive you can get there very quickly. See, let's get in there. Yeah, just fly away. I really hate that because I hate the combat. So we are safe and lucky, because otherwise it probably destroyed me. Yeah, I do not like the combat, and you die pretty quickly. I do have sync, so it's okay. So you can basically every time in combat you have to repair your shit. And it says, like it said, that my proton cannon was empty. I can't destroy it, but it's weird that it says that it, like, I can destroy this one, let's see. But it's weird that it says that it's empty. Like, why does, like, I don't think you can fill this thing up. So maybe it fixed it right now. Maybe if you actually let's just destroy this. I know, but I know that I do not. It's not good that I'm doing it, but I do not want the thing. Yeah, this one I do need to keep. But I do not want it to pop up every time. So like this thing. You know, I actually wanted to right there. So I bought a ship like this. So maybe it's just a bug. But you see, right now we're in the space station. There is our ship. There's another ship, and we can talk to him and, you know, make an offer in the ship. So let's show that. So you see, you know, there he is. I've seen a ton of these people or aliens or whatever they are. So you can sell items and you can make an offer. And you see, this ship has more slots than my ship, even though it's a smaller ship. But it is very expensive. I do not have that cash, so we have to go. And, you know, most ships come. If you want to buy a ship, you're basically going to stand there looking for ships that you like. And I do not like a lot of ships. I do not understand why there's no ship customization. I just think it's weird. So there, you know, we can talk to this man. I already did it, so you have to pay him, and you do not have carbon to talk to him again, what is weird. But he gives us like things, you know, like fuel and everything. And there is this mechanic where you learn words. You can find them in the map, you can talk to people to learn them, and they will give it to you as a reward. But it's a cool mechanic, but it gets boring. So these space stations, they always look the same. Like, you got this door, but it never opens. I do not know how to get up that pass. I do not have it yet, but one day it might open. But I have no idea what is in there. Like, it seems to be some loot, so probably just like another thing that happens in the outpost. So here we got a trading thing. We have to wait for this to load. I really hate that, but okay. Also, first I have to say that it says that there's no loading time, but when you warp to a different planet, you just see like your ship flying and just colors around it. It seems like a loading screen, like a mask loading screen. But okay, we can sell items, like you see, and we can sell items from our ship and from our inventory. So here we got like the vortex cubes. Let's sell those. Let's sell this. Let's sell this. As you see, I do get a bit less pay for it, because some people buy it for more cash, some for less, but I don't care. I do got a good amount of money right now, and I can go to my starship inventory. It has some resources, like I need all these ones. Yeah, this one I can sell. I mean, yeah, we can sell this one and this one. So there we are. We made money. That's it. We can sell some items, buy some items from him, for less money, and buy him for more and trade it, but there's nothing that much going on. So there's another starship that is the same as mine. You see, let's hope that it doesn't fire off. I want to see how much this one costs. But you see, it's the same, it has the same colors. There's not a lot of variety in them, honestly. and also not in like the designs of the NPCs. They just look so similar. So this one has a lot of slots, but look at the price. I do not have that price at all, and you know, I don't care about space combat, so I'm sorry that I don't show a lot of, but it's very simplistic, and I just don't think it's that important. So let's get into this, and let's, you know, get out of the star base, and let's go to a different planet. You know, let's go to a planet that I've not seen before. First off, let's stop completely, and let's actually, because you're probably curious, what is the crafting? So you can install technologies, but you cannot move them around. And if you buy a new ship, a lot of them are going to be wasted. So I do not bother a lot of things until I have a great ship. Because this ship is okay, but I'm not going to be fighting with it because I need to upgrade it. So you see, I can add weapons, I can add, you know, shield technology like this one, and you need the resources. So to buy these things, you need to mine. But the mining is boring. It's holding down the button, and that's it. You need to get a ton of resources if you want to do so. You know, we want this. For example, well, we need a module, right? But we want maybe a better shield. We need these resources, so you can buy them, but a lot of times you're going to have to mine them. And we're going to need a lot of them. Like, I will probably get it one day, but it costs a lot. Then in the multi-tool, and you can buy these multi-tools, but your old one gets replaced. But I've not seen a multi-tool in like 6 hours. You can, you know, build like a weapon thing on it. You can build like a laser on it if you want. Your laser is your mining tool, your weapon is to kill enemies. Your grenade launcher, what I think it's very fun to take. Your scanner, which you use with C to find things, and that's it. And then on your exosuit, the same shit. You know, oh, you can breathe longer in the water, you get a bit more health and a bit more shield. Like, yeah, it's simple. You can also craft things, but it's not a lot. Like, this menu I don't really like. I like the overall menu, it reminds me of Destiny, and it works good with the mouse, but this menu, just to go to a next section, you have to hold the button down. And what a lot of things, like, you want to do, you know, you want to move this, or you want to destroy this, you have to hold the button down. The same with the option menu, you have to hold the button down for a few seconds, what sucks. So you can craft some products, and we need, the only thing that I craft is actually this. So you see, we need antimatter, so we have to craft this, but we first have to craft this. So you craft this, then this, then this, and then you can make that. It's just not a very cool system. Like, carbon you need, so, you know, I will craft it, I will show a bit of the crafting, but it's simplistic. And I actually wish in this game that there was a bit of building. Like, there's no fucking, you can't build anything. And it's not that I am somebody that really likes to do that, but it is something that I really think could make this game more fun. It could give this game just much more to do. So right now, you know, our inventory sucks in a place. I really need to install some technologies, but I will do that one day. But at the moment, I do not care. You can refuel things like this as well. You can click on them but do that as well, but it's cool. And we have to do this, but there's nothing that you see really. It's just the same, so we just, you know, go on in our inventory. So this resource is expensive, so let's actually put that there, because we do not want to sell. Yeah, these ones we do need to keep like that. Basically, when you do this, there's not a lot going on. We will check out the planet, you know, because you probably are curious what is with the planets, and they do look different, but I just think a lot of games that are very repetitive just do even the side missions better. In this game, it's walk to here, find this, do this, do this. It's really boring. It just is. And yes, I got a lot of hours in the game because I'm curious, you know, I do like upgrading my ship and everything. But after a while it gets boring, like, so I need 10 million. That is a lot of taking, and that's not even the biggest ship. It's going to take a lot of time. So here we got the planet and a name, and you see we can, well, when we land, we can actually name the planet. So here we are. So this planet, you see, well, it does look different. It does have the red sky thing, but it does look different. And when you land, it will give you, oh, it's just fucking to with it. Oh my god, it's just like that. But you will see, like, you know, some little information about it. And I can't fly around on the planet, but I think the idea is that I need to walk. So right now, you know, it's cold. there is probably a chance that there's like a storm. You see, I can, you know, rename it, but let's just get the cash from it. And I can explore it. Like, there are only 8 animals on the planet, so this is a planet with not a lot of animals. I do hear some animals though. I have no idea. So, you know, you walk around on the planet. So here we see, you know, the resource, radium. Yeah, we need that resource for a lot of things, but do we need it for the shield? Yeah. So you got that. Now let's actually... And the survival mechanics are very basic. Basically, use, you know, your resource, but it's no like food or everything. The only thing really is this has a protection, life support, and sometimes this for radiation if a planet has it, but this one is not. This is a planet with cold. There's also no difference in oh, there's a base there. There's also no difference in terms of gravity. All the planets have the same gravity. So you see, I scanned that animal, so we can actually look around and you see it there. So right, there's nothing really interesting in it. Like, yeah, I've not seen these dead trees. Oh, if I have, yeah, that one I don't think, but that one I have. In terms of like the sky and everything, it's just this planet looks different than the other one. Yes, but this is the fucking barren planet with not a lot of life. It seems there is some life forms, but it doesn't seem to be the biggest focus on this planet. But the thing is, this planet for me seems like a fucking worthless planet first off. Because the only thing that there is, oh yeah, iron. I do not need iron, right? No, I need carbon. Yeah, carbon you get from trees. It's always the same. Yeah, they look different, but trees give this gives iron. It's the same. Stupid mechanic. So that one didn't give a lot of carbon. But this is a planet that I would just call a fucking dead planet. I mean. So you hold down the button and, you know, after a while, just wait for it. It will, you know, overheat and you have to wait a bit. That's it. So here we make this and then we... plutonium. Yeah, let's just make some of these. And let's just take them with me. But that's really it. Like, yeah, we can, you know, analyze these things. And, you know, then get money from them. Like that, you know, we got the female and the male one. And we can, you know, get some flowers that are always, you know, stuck in these things. But it's really weird. And we can look around like we need plutonium. So you get plutonium from these big crystals. And on the map it's these energy things. Not that one, but the big crystal ones. It's always the same. It's always the same. Like it's stuck in there. You know, you find a knowledge stone. You go around, and this planet, it probably shows off a big thing. Some planets are cool. Some planets are boring as fuck. But it just gets boring after a while. Like I have to go to air, right? So let's go to air. And you see this, like, again, a little house. You remember the older house and the other planet? Yeah, this one looks the same. We go inside and you see there's not a lot of inside except this thing. We analyze it. Oh, actually new technology. Yeah, I don't see a lot of new technologies. I do not know why they have a system where you can get duplicates. I do not understand that. So we can find, you know, search around here. We can turn on or off the light. But I don't know why. So we got that. It's worth a bit. Let's save the game. And by doing that, you know, we can rename it and, you know, capture basically a whole planet. Like the planets are big, but this game really is like quantity over quality. Like if there were only say 100 planets that they carefully crafted, right, that would be much more fun. And I really mean this. Like I don't really like the whole random number generation thing. Like a lot of games like to do it, but it doesn't really make the game good because everyone is going to have a very different feel. Because there's one person was going to be playing and was going to get this world as a starting world. And you're probably like, what the fuck, this is a boring world, there's nothing to do. This world has almost no resources on it. So I'm basically walking around for nothing. Yeah, I want to get all the animals, that's what I want to do in this world. But the chance that I found all of them is low, because there are always like an animal that's hidden, and like I think the world looks cool, but it's boring, and that's the thing. Like you're going to have a great time, you know, you're going to find a lot of loot and get rich, but another one is going to get shitty planets with, you know, like this one with not a lot of things to get. Like there's just not a lot. Like yeah, there's like another thing. Like yeah, there's another, you know, little thing there and there. I already remember it. In the first hour or two, you will already see all the things that you can discover in these question marks. I like that there's a bit of an objective, because this is sort of a small objective, but it is not fun in this game. It just isn't. So you see, what I wanted to say is I already know that there are going to be, oh my god. Yeah, that wasn't that smart. But I already know that there are going to be words to get in this place. There's like a big, you know, orb where you talk to, and you know, he tells you a bit of a story, and then you say seek knowledge or seek help with language. That's it. And you get these stones here, you know, in every planet these are the same. So you click on these stones and you learn a word. See? Oh my god, that is cool, right? Oh, relevant. Oh, hello. And you know, you can get, you know, higher standings with these planets, and that is fun. I like the idea that you can, you know, sort of get, you know, friends with some of these races. I think there were 3 of them in total, but I've only seen 1 of them. So you see this. So, oh well. So this is a sort of, so there are sometimes you see like Talbot. But this is one where you have to read and do sort of a thing. And you know, come forward and leave. So let's just click on one. See where's a good one and we get a gift. So sometimes you have this, sometimes there are puzzles, but a lot of times they are the same. So what is the gift? Okay, my standing has increased. You have learned the word. See, I learned a word. Creation, and I got a Corvex casing. Well, it's worth a bit. But that's it, you know, I got a waypoint. Oh yeah, well, this doesn't give a waypoint, okay. Did actually not know that, I thought it gave a waypoint as well. But it seems to be a world or planet where there's a lot of things, and you see there's a lot of like these caves, and I think that's where maybe some loot is going to be. Because maybe if you are lucky, like, we get a resource that is worth a lot. So let's go into this cave. You can actually blow up like ground, like you see, with your granite launcher. You can do that. But let's actually go there. But you see this whole cave thing, like it's just, you can easily actually lose your way. Like these are big and it's cool. I mean, yeah, let's go to the one on the other side. But this game, I think, has a really cool idea, but it just doesn't really work like that. This is a game where you are very quickly going to get bored. Like yeah, the first hour and the intro of this game is really cool. It really is. It really shows you, you know, it really gives you a great feeling. But when you actually repair your ship and go to another planet, you see that it's the same shit over and over again. There is no variety, oh my god, in this game. Like you see the animals, oh yeah, it's cool, but there's really nothing to do with them. And you can't really do that, you know. What is a thing? Look, I think if you could build your own ship, maybe even, you know, have sort of your home planet and, you know, build on it and have like a fortress and everything like that, it gave the game much more replayability. It really did, because right now there's nothing really, you know, your ship isn't really cool because my ship doesn't feel like my ship, because I can't, you know, customize it in any way. Like I like the ship that I have, but there's nothing really that cool to it. And so there was a ship just like mine. There are not that many ships in this game. So here we got a resource, it's gold, and you will see that gold is worth a fair bit. So that is the thing that this planet has, that's, you know, gold. So I like to dig, which is my granite launcher. It's an easy way to get resources pretty quickly. So you see, Yeah, and that thing is looking at me like, oh, did you just blow that up? And then you just leave. And you know, you see it's following me, but right now it lost interest in me. It really sucks. The AI isn't great in this game, so we can, you know, repair this. Repair it. Because that is what you have to do every time, but there's nothing to it. So we got some gold, but there were planets that I found that had a lot more value to it. So there's like a big walk there. And you will see these walks a lot of times. Like you will see them, you will see things floating in the air. And while I can, you know, maybe go away and say, oh yeah, no, it's a planet where, you know, things can't fly, but it gets me out of the game quite a bit. So what is this resource actually? Emerald. So this resource is one of these resources that's worth a lot. So, and you know what you have to do when you get a resource like this? Yeah, you go blowing it up with grenades. Oh, but you have to mine. So let's mine for a moment there. Yeah, that's very fun. I've played games where you got mining that is just much more fun. Like this is just not fun. I do not really think the sound design is that great. I also find that the jetpack climbing, like sometimes you can jetpack climb, but sometimes it doesn't work like before because it just fell down. But okay, and you see, emerald is worth a lot. So you know, we mine this whole thing, and it's just. It's not that cool. I know I can upgrade, you know, my thing, but I want to have one with more slots first, because if I upgrade this one and I trade it, the upgrade is gone. So where, you know, like you have like this one, beam focus. You know, beam focus, you see. You need the resources for it, and this game just goes in a loop. And I don't really think that that is a great thing. Because after a while, it gets boring, it really does. Like, if you do the same shit over and over again, that doesn't make a game good. And it doesn't really give the game a lot of things. Yeah, this game has a lot of value in terms of you can spend a ton of hours with it. You can see these things floating like that, yeah, great. It does. But the difference, and I think this is a very important thing, is with the whole, you know, quantity over quality thing. Quality over quantity thing, is that there's a lot to do, but there is not a lot of quality content. There is a lot, but it's just not that fun. Like you see this planet, it looks very similar. I think that if there was like a gravity system, I think that would make this game much more fun. Because it would mean that, you know, some planets get a bit of different gravity. It's not there, it's not in the game. And the mining just isn't that great, and you know, your mining thing goes down, oh, you have to repair it. But the resources are plentiful, so you never are in danger. The only times I died was when my ship got stuck in a rock, launched, and it just got stuck. One time one time I had when I just was launching, was taking off with my ship. It suddenly flied into the air like crazy. I don't know why that was, but it just, that's the only way, and the only end is the battles in space. For the rest, there's plenty of resources to survive. You do not have to keep an eye on everything. It's very easy, and that is a thing that I think really takes away. Like, this game is a really weird game when you think of it, because what you do, like the sort of mechanics in this game, are just very basic. There's not a lot to it, and you really notice it. So yes, you get these people that, you know, will probably play hours of this game just doing, you know, the same shit over and over again, and that's fine. But I just think it's weird. So I will talk about the price point. Like, people are probably curious, you know, there are people who've been saying it's not worth, you know, the price, the same price as a AAA game. And I agree, this game for me should be 20 to 30 bucks. Because this game feels like an early access game, it really does. It feels like the core of the game is there, but it feels like there needs to be more. There need to be weapons, you know, actual weapons, you know, not only that you know, switch between them on the fly, but you know, with your laser, that basically just has a firing mode and a laser mode to dig. But it really needs to have big modes, like, You know, I want a shotgun, I want a sniper, a rocket launcher, or something like that. That would make the game more fun. I also want more enemies. All these NPCs that are, all of them are friendly to you. Why are there not evil ones? In space there are the pirates, but I want that. I want more control. And that is what there's so many things that I want. I basically feel that it just needs to be more content. Like when I go to a marker on the map, I want the markers to be different and to have something meaningful to really do. Like, yeah, you can read the story, but I don't give a shit about it. Because there's not a lot of story, you don't know who you are, and I don't think you will ever learn that. And there is just a lot of things that I really miss in this game. Like for the price point, like I did not buy this game going into a game that is going to have tons of upgrades. Then it should have been an early access title. If this game is going to have like, yeah, we're going to add ship customization in update 10. Update 20 is going to have new planets. I do not want that. I expect them to add maybe things like maybe new planets or maybe like a bit more variety in updates. But I do not want them to basically, I do want them to do it, but I did not buy this game, you know, to add, oh yeah, you know, animal thing is changing, yeah, we add new guns and everything. This game should be complete from the start, especially at that price point, but it doesn't feel complete at all. This game is not a complete game, and this is just not. This game has a ton of things that, like, it has the core of the game is pretty cool, the idea is cool, but every planet is the same. You see the ships flying over, it's basically nothing. They don't really have anything to do. You can't really interact with them in a way. And you know, I get here, I click on these things. Oh, new technology, a new grenade, yeah, cool. I don't give a shit. And then I walk around the planet for a couple of more hours and do that again and again and again and again and again. Yeah, I got some emerald. Yeah, I can sell that. You know, I can buy a new ship. This game is a loop. That is basically what it is, and it sucks. It really sucks, and it really makes this game boring. It just does, and there is just a lot of things that could have been done better. Like, I think it's weird. Why is there no ship customization? Why can't you actually go into, you know, the back of my cargo ship and maybe place like some simple items, like maybe some boxes, and put resources in it? Every time you're going to throw things away, like, yeah, I got slots in my ship, but look at the size of my ship. I could probably stuff a lot more in there. The same with this. Why when I buy a new multi-tool, my old one disappears? I hate that system. Why do they not give you like ability just to get like a big ship, like a very slow, you know, ship that just has an ability to take a lot of things? Like, yeah, you can take like and then, you know, place a ship like on the planet and then just fly off with it, if you get what I mean. You know, you build a ship and then you just fly off, you know, just do all these great things. Like you get a big ship, and inside there's a small like fighter ship, and it's a fast ship, so you fly off to the planet with that ship and your big ship stays on the top. That would be cool. Or why, you know, maybe just a little bit of building. Like, I don't want, you know, to build like, you know, all these massive structures, but at least, you know, have a little house or something that you can build. Like, why is that not there? Why is there no things like just simple building or just simple customization? Like, you know, customizing, or maybe your weapon looks, the colors of it, or the colors of your ship, and maybe even, you know, building your own ship. Like, a ton of games do that, and I know that doesn't mean that this game needs to do that as well, but when so many games do that, I think you need to keep up with it, right? You need to you know, at least, you know, take that in sort of consideration, that, you know, some people like it, some people like building things, and with a ship it's cool. Like, you can't, I don't think you can even name your ship, but why, if I sell my ship, I get my old one is gone? I don't understand it. It's basically, I think, because you trade your ship in for another one, but even if you find one, it happens. I just do not like that, and I think that game needs a lot. Like, first off, they have to fix the performance, but there's going to need to be more content at it. Because yes, right now people are you know, there's a lot of bad reviews, but also people are enjoying it. But I think that a lot of these, not everybody, but a lot of these after a while going to get bored, because yeah, I enjoyed it and I got a good amount of hours in this game as well. But after a while, it's going to get boring. And it really is, because right now I'm really losing interest in it. Like, I'm seeing planets that are boring, and like the whole objective, get to, you know, the sort of the core. I don't really remember what it was called. Like, to the, I think the core of like the universe, and like, or the center. I mean, that is a cool idea, but I think I've not really made any progress at the moment, because I've just been, you know, upgrading my things and everything. That's what I like. And getting to the core seems to be really slow, because every time you need to craft these things, every time you need to craft these balls, yeah. And your ship, you know, you can't call your ship at some beacon, but I have to walk to it, and you know, in the walking on this planet, I basically hold on shift, and there's nothing that I have to do. There's nothing fun to it. Your walking speed, I think, needs to be upgraded. I don't know if there's an upgrade, I do not have it yet, but this is a sprint, but it's not fucking fast at all. Like, it takes 2 minutes for me to walk to my ship, and there's nothing to do except to look at a boring world. Oh yeah, there are some animals, and you know, some animals look really cool. I think this one looks pretty cool, I have to be honest with you. Okay, why did I get hit? Was it because I was flying? I have no idea. I have no idea. But here, you know, we got another. And wait, they actually added one. Yeah, there was 8 before. Okay, but alright, so we have to find, you know, a 50%, and we have to run around and find, you know, if we are lucky, we find some animals. And we can scan them, and that's what you do. You get cash, and if you complete it, let's look at it. How much we get? You get 200k of credits, and you buy a new ship, and your ship, you get again money, and you buy a new ship again and again and again. I really hate this. Like, I want to like this game, and I have to be honest, I've had fun with this game, but I do not really see me, after I've, you know, maybe get like the best ship and like the best highest inventory, I don't see any reason to really go on with this game. And even right now, I don't really see it. Like, yeah, I want to get new things, but my mining beam I've had for so long, and I just think there just needs to be more things. Like this game, look, the whole overhyped situation that everybody always says, like, yeah, you know, people never learn, you know, they buy this game. It's not with learning. Like, I wasn't that hyped for this game, because when I saw the footage of the game originally when it was announced, first of all, I thought it was going to be a PS4 exclusive, but okay, when I started seeing it, because I heard that it was going to be random, and that was the real sort of thing why I already thought that the game wasn't going to be that great, because it's random. Like, that adds a very, it adds some good things in certain games, but when everything is randomly generated, this can be a very boring experience. So let's, you know, store our resources in our planes, because that's what you're going to have to do every time you're going to you're going to store it like that. Oh, we do want that one. You're going to store it, and you know, you can make some things like that. Yeah, we can make some. Yeah, great, cool. Antimatter, you know. Oh my god. Oh, warp cell. Whoa, what a cool thing. And we can, you know, put it in a star, on a hyperdrive, and let's put one in there, and let's hold it, and there we get it. We can travel to another star system. And you see, there was some, you know, there's some mining things, and that's what I'm probably going to do. I'm probably going to turn my music up and not off the game. Although I have to say, the sound design I don't really like. Some animals don't sound that good, but the laser, it's just not that fun in my opinion. But I will say one thing: some sounds sound good, but some don't. The music is good; it's fitting, but it's just, it doesn't help this game in a big way. Like, yeah, it adds something to it, but it's not that I think it makes the game suddenly better. and I do not recommend this game at the moment. They have to fix the performance issues, and I am one that doesn't have that much issues with it at the moment. Like, yeah, it's 46 FPS and was 50 back there, but there are people who have way worse performance than me. But you see, again, 2 minutes. All these markers always take 2 minutes to walk to, and using your plane or using your ship is fine, but what I also would love was actually something like a land vehicle. Like my ship, you know, when you look at it, like there could have been like, you know, it reminds me of Halo, like where the, like under the ship, like you got the vehicle that you can drop. You just drop it off, you know, and just get like a fucking buggy or something to drive around. That would be cool, but it's not there. Maybe you have the ability to actually, you know, use your laser gun while riding to mine. But it's not there. No, they don't give a fucking damn about it, and that is really sad. And that is something like, yeah, I got some technology that I can do. Oh, yeah, you know, like a little upgrade, but I don't even really care. Like I can add it if you want. And this one costs a lot, man, but let's make it, yeah, great. And you get one thing that I want to show is you get these, anyway, go into your journey, you get these milestones. I've not had one in a long time, but they pop up and you can't do anything when they pop up. You can't skip them or anything, and I don't think they are very fun. Like you can see, you know, warp, you know, extreme survival. Like I've only seen one extreme planet, and that was the only one where I felt that I did need to be a bit careful, otherwise I would die. But yeah, nothing more. And you know, we can go into a ship and go to the place. Fuel is an easy thing to come by, so do not be worried. I do not think we can actually mine with a ship. Like we can shoot, but I do not think you know, anything gets destroyed. Like recharge, I don't understand why it says that. I can't recharge this thing. I don't understand that, but we can land, and you see, it does it for me. I think, you know, I think for some people they like it that you can, you know, there's not a lot of control, but they at least need to do both ways. And right now, is my ship close by? Yeah, we can go to this. So this is a random thing, and this is a seller, like you see. Yeah, we can sell items. Oh my god, why does it, is my ship too far away already? I don't understand this, but okay, let's take all the shit that we can sell. So let's take emerald, let's take gold. Well, that wasn't gold, but okay. Cube, seeds. Yeah, platinum we have to keep. And we have a warp cell, and the warp cell is worth a lot actually. Understandable, but okay. We talk to him. Sell our items again, so you know, it doesn't give us it gives us, you know, less, but I don't give a shit because my inventory fills up so goddamn quickly anyways. So let's look. Oh, gold, yeah, you bought it for more, yeah. And we have, you know, a good amount of cash again. Credits, yeah. And you know, we get oxide from this. We get that done. Oh. You know, we get again a item that we can sell. We get like these things that you can use to recharge, you know, your shit. And when I go into the ship, I will probably call that again. So let's go to the store again. You know, it will stay here forever, I think. I do not think it will move around or something, so it's nothing that we can really sell. So let's look around. Is there, oh yeah, we actually have to save in this place. So let's save. And we always do the same thing. Then we go here, we get our 1000 credits, but it's not a lot, but I do like to get them. In my planners I like to just fill up, so 3 more things and then just leave. Because it means that I've seen, you know, a good amount of it. So let's go into our ship again. Let's fly up. Let's maybe look for some animals, but we can't fly lower than this. Like right now I can't because they will push me up. And you see, it's stupid. I hate this, and it feels very janky because it really feels like it takes over your control. You see there was a little freeze again, and you see there are more things actually here. So let's place a ship, and I like to walk because I do like to get all the animals. Although there are not a lot of them. Right here, no. And you see there's another question mark, so let's go down. Whoa, yeah, great. So look, we find some knowledge stones. Again, yeah, you see it looks a bit different, right? But it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You go up on the stairs. Whoa. Away, and you talk. Ew, I begin to feel dizzy. Oh, oh. And then. Yeah, so sleep. It's easy to do these things, and right, you see this thing, and what did we earn? Ah, health and a new work, and standing increase. It's always the same. It's always the same. So you see, we completed this thing. You know, it doesn't go on the map. So that is one thing that I did not know yet. Fly up. Use, you know, jetpack climb. And we're not, like, it's not happening. Like, come on, do not let me fall, please. So I will, well, I won't die, but I will lose some health, and I do not want to lose some health. So go into the plane, and every time you launch, you know, your launch thruster will get more empty. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter that much. I do not want to land, so you see. But even then, like, everything pops in. The pop in is really big. Like, it doesn't need to be pop in, but okay. I don't get this thing, so this is like a, I don't know what it's called. I think a abandoned, like, a base. So you look around. So you get a shield. And I don't know. I do not know why I cannot. Why it does it? It pops up like I need to repair it. Like, it sucks. But okay, so we can, you know, use the shield to recharge, you know, some things. Like, yeah, we got against the cold. Let's recharge it. So you look around a bit. I know sometimes it's like a tentacle in the air, but you go to the other side and you see, oh my god, what is this? Yeah, it's just a blooper that we already knew. To get that increases standing. Yeah, I know that I got hit from that thing. I don't give a shit. Dying is very difficult in this game. And you can see the other planets. That's something that I like. Like, that planet, I can go to it. Like, that is something cool. Like, that is a thing that I like. But like, this thing happens again, so we mine plutonium, and, you know, we do this. And, you know, to find next animals on this planet, it's probably going to be difficult, especially if I fly, so I have to walk around. And it's boring. The walking isn't that fun. Like, I try to fly a bit, but I don't think it makes a difference. And it's just, man, look at the textures. Oh my god, these textures are so bad. Like, I've not seen that bad ones in a very long time. And everything, you're like, your face is really against the texture, so you do see them. But you see there are very little animals there. They're probably in a cave. The ones that I need to find. There are also sometimes birds, you know, but there's, like, I can see it, it's behind the mountain, but that's it. So yes, I do not recommend this game. And this was a long video, man. I wanted to do a short video, but oh my god, this game just does so many things so bad, and it's not worth your money. That is something that I'm going to say. But this, if you like repetitive things and doing the same shit over and over again, well, then it's probably worth your money. But I have to be honest, there are games that do the same shit, and some do it even better, that are cheaper than this game. So yeah, you know, the only thing that this has going for it is there are a lot of different planets. That's it. So right there, you see, what is that? So you'll probably be like, oh my god, what's going to be in there? You know what it's going to be? It's an exosuit upgrade. It's never something else. That really sucks. So is this a cave actually? Yeah, oh yeah, some shield. Oh my god, this is pretty cool, I have to say. Oh. Well, I did lose, you know, a bit of health, but it doesn't seem to be anything down there. So let's fly up again. Right. So you know there are some sentinels, but there's no combat really if you know what to do. So go in there, look around. We get a new slot and we have to pay, and basically it's 10k more every time. I do not know if it one time it will go much higher, but okay. Save the thing. And that was this video. So thank you for watching everybody, and I'll see you guys next time.